Are you ready for the King of the Ice? Pete's Power Plays with Philly Pete starts now on 12 Ounce Sports.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Thursday, April 14th, 2022 episode of Pete's Power Plays. I'm your host, Philly Pete, and we're live on 12 Ounce Sports on Zingo TV, channel 761. Thank you all so much for tuning in to this huge Thursday episode as we head towards the weekend. This show, Pete's Power Plays, is sponsored by BetUS. Create an account with them today and use that promo code 12ounce12OZ and they'll match your first deposit up to 125%. Zingo TV, channel 761. If you don't have it, download it. It's a free app. I highly recommend you get it. Once you do so, flip over to channel 761 where I am live today on Pete's Power Plays. Amazon.com, we have a website out there. Go to www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon, buy something today, support the crew, and or go to the 12 Ounce Sports store where you can find a large variety of Pete's Power Plays apparel. And what else can I say? T-shirts, tanks, summer attire is out for now on Pete's Power Plays on 12 Ounce Sports. So get your shirt today and get ready to rock out this summer with some Pete's Power Plays apparel. All right, so we're back. We're live. Huge show on the ice tonight. I cannot wait, or should I say a lot of games tonight on the ice. 12 games for this Thursday evening. NHL, something about scheduling that really does tick me off. But, you had a couple games Monday. You had a large card on Tuesday. Not so much, Monday I should say you only had one game. Last night, not much either at all. And of course, tonight we have a huge card tonight, so I'll get that pretty much getting down and dirty with you guys. So, all right, so let's get it kick started. Last night we go 1-2-1 on the ice. Like I said, nothing crazy last night. The best bet, like I said, the winner last night was the Rangers and Jackets moneyline parlay at plus 140. The only thing that hit, that was it. Clients had the over 6 at minus 135 for the Jackets. That unfortunately pushed. I expect a little bit more out of the Canadians. A couple posts I saw too. That was just unfortunate luck for us. But we'll take the push. It's not a loss. We'll take it, and we move on. Rangers and Flyers over 5.5 was a loser as well. I bought down the goal to minus 135. I expected a little bit more from the Flyers, but just didn't happen. Just did not happen last night whatsoever. But life goes on. First period also lost too. So 1-2-1 on the night. We lost a little bit. Less than a unit last night. So to be exact, minus 0.95 unit overall. So we're still at plus 74 units even on the NHL season. So, simple as that. 74 units going into tonight's card. Still rocking and rolling. So, listen, I'm not going to do any commercials today because, listen, guess what? There's just too many games to talk about. And I want to get your interaction as fans out there tuning into the show, what your best bet is for tonight. But on that note, I want to go and start talking about tonight's games. 25 minutes left. Let's make it, and let's get ready to rock and roll here. All right, the Ottawa Senators at the Boston Bruins. Over/under here is at 5.5 goals. By the way, this is going to be an action-packed show because I cannot wait to talk about all these games. High energy. I need some high energy from you guys out there. So let's get some money tonight. Senators. Bruins over/under at 5.5. Boston minus 250 on the money line. Ottawa plus 225 on the money line. A little bit of movement here. Actually, some movement going towards Ottawa. Nothing crazy, but about 25 cents worth going towards the Senators right now. Boston 22-12 at home this year. 10-16 covering the puck line at home, and 5-3-2 in the last 10 with the overs. Trending on the over here. Ottawa 14-19-3 on the road. 20 and 16 covering the puck line on the road, 6-3 and 1 in the last 10 with the overs. All right, right off the bat, first period over 1.5. Ottawa has been tending to do that as of late, scoring a goal early in the first period, let alone in the first period in general. So, and I think Boston is good. I think Boston is good for a goal themselves. So let's get that first period over 1.5 goals right off the bat. Let's do that. And the full game over 5.5. If you have 6, take the 6 as well. I think 6 is going to be in most books by the time the puck drop is tonight. But I'm still on the 6. I like the over in that spot there. I like the first period over 1.5 goals as well. 80% of the public money on the Bruins here tonight. Tough loss against the Blues the other night. I'm not surprised here that all the money is going towards Boston. But you got to take a look at this. You got to take a look at this puck line record here. Boston is 10-26 in their last 36 home games. Not great, not a great number. This reminds me of that Sabres and Maple Leafs game from the other night, where my show play cashed out at plus 150 for that Sabres puck line at plus 1.5. I want to go with the I want to go with the Senators here to cover that puck line plus 1.5. They do pretty well. They do pretty well covering that puck line spot. Like I said, 20 and 16 on the road. So I will take that to the bank as well. So there you go in Boston tonight. Give me the Bruins Senators over 6 or 5.5. Some books are still showing 5.5. But I like the over here in that spot. I like the first period over 1.5 goals as well. And the Senators puck line plus 1.5. And there you go. That's in the Garden tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern time. All right, next up. And barge in when you want to talk about whatever game you want, and we could definitely do that. But I want to keep talking about tonight's games. Blues Buffalo over under here is at 6.5. 6 is showing at minus 135 still on BetMGM. I can tell you right now, I am on that over 6 at minus 135. I locked that in. That's on the Twitter list for tonight, and that's how it's going to be. 6.5 I still like as well, minus 110. But if you can get the 6 spot. Minus 135 on BetMGM. It's still out there. It might be at minus 140. Something to consider. But let's talk about this game. Blues minus 210 on the money line. Buffalo plus 175 at home. Buffalo, like I said, having a great game the other night against Toronto with a money line victory as well. Covering that puck line for us as well from the show. Doing pretty solid. Again, they will surprise people. Blues, great win against Boston the other day. So here we go. Blues. Minus 205, like I said, or minus 210, excuse me. Buffalo plus 175 on the money line at home. 75% of the public money on the Blues here tonight. Sabres at home, 14, 17, and 3. 23 and 14 covering the puck line at home. Absolutely amazing. 5, 3, and 2 in their last 10 with the overs. Another over trend for sure. Blues come in 18, 11, and 4 on the road. 19 and 16 in their last 35 road games, covering the puck line, and 6, 3, and 1 in their last 10 with the overs. That's why I'm on the over. I like the over 6 in this spot, or 6.5. I like both spots. I like the first period over 1.5 goals as well. As far as this game's concerned, look at the Sabres team total over 2.5. Something to consider at minus 115 to minus 120. Depends where you shop around. But Buffalo has been capable of scoring 2+ goals as of late, and dude, honestly, it's just been it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So definitely do that. Consider taking that Buffalo team total over 2.5 because I think we get over that 6 spot too tonight. I want to roll again with the Buffalo puck line plus 1.5. I really do. I mean, 23 and 14 in the last 37 home games. I really consider taking Buffalo again on the puck line. So there you go. Over 6 or 6.5. First period over 1.5. And I'm going to lean that Buffalo puck line once again at plus 1.5. We'll ride it again. If you're team total guys, if you like team total overs, Buffalo 2.5 at minus 115 to minus 120 is a pretty solid deal as well. All right. Next up, the Washington Capitals at the Toronto Maple Leafs over under at 6.5. Some books are still showing 6 as well at minus 140, minus 145. Depends where you're shopping around at. Definitely a good spot. Toronto minus 160 on the money line. Washington plus 140 on the money line. 60% of the money going towards the Leafs here tonight at minus 160. You have to imagine they basically got blown out by the Sabres the other night, so they got to make it up in full form. They're at home, and it's a good spot for the Leafs, I believe. 26, 8, and 2 for the Leafs at home this year. You have 15-21 though at home covering the puck line, 6-2-2 in the last 10 with the overs. Once again, this is an over trend big time. Capitals 22-7-4 on the road, a great road team this year, 24-10 covering the puck line as well. Superb puck line team on the road too, 7-2-1 in the last 10 with the overs. I like the Leafs here. I think this is a good spot for the Toronto Maple Leafs. It could be a trap, but I like the Leafs here at -160. It's juicy, but I'm going to take it anyway. I also like the Leafs -1. It's something to consider there, but I like that Leafs money line -160. As far as the over/under is concerned, again, this is just these two teams are trending over, and let's keep rolling with the over as well. Over 6.5 or 6, whatever you have. Give me that all day. I think we're going to see a lot of goals scoring tonight here in this game. First period over 1.5 as well. Something to consider. I think we get this early too. I mean, I know we're getting down to the last 2 weeks of the season, but quite honestly, I mean, you know. Who likes unders? I mean, I don't think a lot of people like unders, unless if it's something that you really consider like a close game tonight, like maybe the Flames and Knights go under 6, something to consider. I do like that under, but I'll talk about that later on in the show. But as far as the Toronto and Washington game is concerned, over 6.5 or 6, whatever you had there. First period over 1.5, and the Leafs on the money line at -160. All right, we're moving on to Tampa Bay, where the Anaheim Ducks at the Tampa Bay Lightning. Over/under here is at 6. Tampa Bay -350 on the money line. Anaheim +275 as a big time dog. Once again, 80% of the public money on the Tampa Bay Lightning here tonight. I'm not surprised. This is probably one of the bigger consensus in terms of money, where the money is flying tonight, and it's on the Bolts tonight. Tampa Bay 22-7-2 at home this year, 14-21 covering the puck line, and 5-5 in the last 10 with the overs. Anaheim comes in 13-16-4 on the road. Another great road team that covers the puck line, 23-14 in the last 37 games on the road. Pretty solid numbers. 3-5-2 in their last 10 with the overs. And I was just talking about overs. To me, I feel like this is an under spot. Tampa should come out. I think we're going to get Tampa here on the puck line, -1.5 at -125. I like that. That's probably where I am going as far as this game is concerned. I think Tampa should take care of business tonight against Anaheim. Again, Anaheim has no reason to be winning these games anymore. But Tampa, -1.5 on the puck line, I am on. The -1 is way too juicy at -230. Not worth it to me. So give me that puck line, -1.5 at -125. Under 6. I like the under 6 in this spot here. Teams that are, Tampa's a really good defensive team at home as well. So, and the under has been trending for Anaheim as of late too. And we saw that against the Florida Panthers the other night. And John Gibson was on his game. So I really think that we're going to see another under spot, day off. I don't know. I'm thinking of 3-1, 4-1 victory here for Tampa seems pretty ideal to me. But the total is probably not going to be on my cards tonight, but I do lean under. But I do like the Tampa Bay Lightning puck line at -1.5. All right. The New York Islanders, a rematch. Islanders Penguins over/under here is at 5.5. Pittsburgh -160 on the money line. Islanders +140 on the money line as well. Pittsburgh getting 75% of the public money. I mean, once again, I'm not surprised. Rumblings, of course, of Russ not in the lineup tonight, or he didn't get the morning skate. Something to consider, but that doesn't really scare me off of the Penguins. This Penguins team is very, very good. At home, they're 20-12-2, 14-23 covering the puck line at home. It's just not a good spot there for the Penguins. 6-4 in their last 10. With the overs, Islanders come in 15-16-2 on the road, 15-21 covering the puck line on the road. Not too good either. 6-4 in the last 10 with the overs. Give me the Penguins. I like the Pens here. Penguins here on the money line at -160. I will pay that juice. I do expect to see a good win here tonight by Pittsburgh. Even the -1, I believe you can get at +110, +105. Depends where you shop around. But I do like the Penguins here tonight to take care of business against the Islanders. And I think we're going to get more of a defensive game tonight. Give me an under 5.5 spot in these two once again. So Pittsburgh money line -1 and the under 5.5 as Pittsburgh plays the Islanders on a rematch from 2 nights ago. Okay. The Detroit Red Wings at the at the Carolina Hurricanes. Over under here is at 6.5. Carolina minus 360 on the money line. Detroit plus 305. 80% of the public money on the Hurricanes as well. A lot of heavy favors tonight. Big time juices tonight for sure. This one specifically too. Carolina 27-7-2 at home this year. 18-20 covering the puck line at home. 6-4 in their last 10 with the overs. Detroit comes in 10-21-2 on the road. 11-23 on the road covering the puck line. And 7-3 in their last 10 with the overs. So this over is trending big time between these two teams here. I'm just not sure what kind of Carolina Hurricanes we're going to get. Are we going to get a Hurricanes team that will score 5 goals, or are we going to get a Carolina Hurricanes team that will score 2? It just really depends. They're locked in a playoff spot. Really difficult. 6.5 is a large number, even though the over has been a trend for these teams as of late. But given the Hurricanes, I'll be short and sweet here with this game. Carolina Hurricanes, puck line minus 1.5. I will take that. And the under 6.5 here. Maybe a same game parlay. You could probably consider taking the Hurricanes money line with the under 6.5 as well. Something to consider there. But all in all, I like the puck line here for the Hurricanes and the under 6.5, Detroit and Carolina. Okay. All right. 6 games left. About halfway through the show. All right, we're ready to rock. We're ready to rock and roll here, ladies and gentlemen. The Edmonton Oilers at the Nashville Predators. This should be a fun one to watch tonight. Over-under here is at 6. This is a pick-em game. This is probably as close as it gets between this game and the next game I'll talk about. But Nashville is a small favor, minus 120 on the money line. Edmonton plus 100. Nashville did open up at minus 110, a little bit of 10 cents moving towards the Preds at minus 120. So a little bit of movement going towards Nashville. 55% of the public money on Nashville as well. But I believe this is more of a pick-em game than anything. Nashville at home is 23-12, 17-18 covering the puck line in their last 35 games, and 5-5 in their last 10 with the overs. Edmonton comes in 19-14-5 on the road this year. 18-20 covering the puck line in the last 38 road games, 6-4 in the last 10 with the overs. This is going to be a really tough game tonight. It's a tough capping game. You go either way, but I want to give some credit here to the Edmonton Oilers. I want to go Oilers here money line plus 100. So you can even get a plus 105. It depends where your book is. I'm seeing anywhere from minus 105 to plus 100 to plus 105. Depends where you shop. Right now I have plus 100, and that's probably what I will take tonight as well. Oilers on the money line, plus 100. I also like the over 6 here in the first period over as well. Two teams that's very capable of scoring in the first period, even though we didn't see that with Nashville against San Jose the other day. But with a team like the Oilers who could score at any time, I think it's a good spot for that over 1.5 and over 6 spot. So there you go. Edmonton, Nashville, Oilers, money line, plus 100. The over 6 and the first period over 1.5 goals. Okay. Moving on. Next spot here, we have the Minnesota Wild at the Dallas Stars. Edmonton Oilers at the Dallas Stars. Over under here is, over under here is at 6 again. Minnesota minus 120 on the money line. Dallas plus 100 on the money line as well. Another close game that's going to be a really good game regardless in general. Minnesota, like I said, minus 120. Dallas plus 100. This is showing 55% as well. 55% of the public money on Minnesota here tonight with Dallas at home. Not much movement whatsoever. Actually, no movement in this game. However, Dallas 23-10-2 at home this year. 17-18 covering the puck line in the last 35 home games. 3-7 in their last 10 with the overs. Minnesota comes in. Sorry about that. Minnesota comes in 19-14-1 on the road. 15-22 covering the puck line in their 37 road games. 4-6 in the last 10 with the overs. We're in Dallas tonight. All right, I do see a low scoring affair when every time that we're in Dallas. If we were in Minnesota, I'd maybe consider the over. But two teams here, pretty much playoff situation. This would be a great game as well. This should be a fun one to watch tonight in Dallas. But I want to take the Minnesota Wild money line minus 120 on that small money line there. I like that spot there for Minnesota. I think they get it done there in the big D. And the under 6. Again, two teams that have been trending unders as of late, and I want to continue to trend here tonight in Dallas. Under 6 and Minnesota Wild on the money line at minus 120. There you go. I mean, simple as that. Tough. I mean, like I said, this is going to be a tough game tonight. It's going to be fun. It's going to be tough. It's a tough capping game as is, but that's where I lean. I like the Wild, and I like the under 6 between these two teams. All right. The San Jose Sharks at the Chicago Blackhawks. Over-under here is at 5.5. I'm surprised it's not at 6, but just the way these two teams have been playing offensively, I'm not surprised where it's at. Over-under at 5.5. This is a pick'em game as well. San Jose's minus 115, Chicago plus 105. It seems to be moving towards plus 100 for Chicago and San Jose at minus 120. Depends where you shop around, but the Sharks are a slight favorite in this game here tonight. It looks like 60% of the public money right now on the Blackhawks at plus 100, plus 105. So a little bit of that money going towards the small home dog of the Blackhawks. Hawks, 11, 20, and 5 at home, 13 and 24 at home, covering the puck line. Brutal. 6, 3, and 1 in the last 10 with the over. So they've been trending over as of late, and we've been seeing that as of late as well. San Jose comes in 13, 17, and 4 on the road, 20 and 15 on the road, covering the puck line. 4, 5, and 1 in their last 10 with the overs. I like the Blackhawks. I want to give a shot here. I want to take a chance here. Blackhawks on the money line, plus 100, plus 105. I'll take the small home dog here tonight, really, at a little bit of value there. And the over 5.5. I feel like there should be 6 between these two teams, but I'm going to go with the over 5.5. Sharks, Blackhawks, and give me the Blackhawks on the money line at home as well at that plus 100 spot or plus 105. Like I said, whatever you have for sure. So over 5.5. Sharks, Blackhawks here on the money line as well at plus 100. Okay, New Jersey Devils at the Colorado Avalanche. Over-under here is at 6.5. Colorado, unbelievable. Minus 275 on the money line. Jersey, plus 230 on the money line. Colorado was minus 335 on the money line, quickly jumping down to minus 275. So, like I said, this some money going towards the Devils here tonight. I mean, Avalanche scored 9 goals last night against the Kings. Listen, on the back-to-back, I don't think it really matters with this Avalanche team at all. I mean, now, like I said, I was on the under last night, and 9 goals last night. Let's hope that they save some goals for tonight is my only worry with this game. But rest assured, I think we'll get there tonight. 80% of the public money on the 80% of the public money on the Avalanche here tonight. Again, I'm not surprised. 29, 4, and 2 for the Avs this year at home. Unbelievable number. 19 and 17 in their last 36 home games, covering the puck line. 4 and 6 in the last 10 with the overs. Maybe after last night they start kickstarting basically some goals, and we get more of that tonight. Jersey 10, 24, and 1 on the road. 18 and 18 even on the road, covering the puck line. 6 and 4 in the last 10 with the overs. All right, I'm going to go first period over 1.5 right off the bat. Full game over 6.5 as well right off the bat. You can look at same game parlay here. The Avalanche money line and the over 5.5 is at plus 100. Most likely will be a Twitter play for me as well. A same game parlay. You can get this on DraftKings. Avalanche money line over 5.5 goals at plus 100. So something to keep your eye out on. Not heavily juiced at all. I think it's a good spot. I believe we get that over regardless. I do, and I think Colorado should easily win this game. I believe so. So over 6.5, over first period over 1.5, and give me that same game parlay. Avalanche money line. Avalanche money line over 5.5 goals at plus 100. You can get that on DraftKings right now. So there you go. All right, last 2 games of the evening. The Vegas Golden Knights at the Calgary Flames. Over-under here is at 6. Flames minus 160 on the money line. Vegas plus 140 on the money line. This should be a very good game, competitive game. As best as it gets. Battle of a good West. This is a good Western Conference game here tonight for sure. Calgary, 70% of the public money at that minus 160 spot. 22, 8, and 6 at home this year. 19 and 18 at home, covering the puck line. 3-5-2 in their last 10 with the overs. Vegas comes in, only getting 30% of the love there for the public money at plus 140. 19, 15, and 2 on the road. 16 and 20 covering the puck line in their last 36 road games. 6 and 4 in their last 10 with the overs. A little bit of line movement. Calgary opened up at minus 145, now at minus 160. Not much has been going on. But if I want to play a dog tonight, I think this is going to be my dog play of the night. The Vegas Golden Knights money line, plus 140 here. That's probably where I stand. Probably my dog play of the night. I like it. I think it's a good spot for Vegas. A lot of plays here tonight. There will be a lot of plays, just like Tuesday. And guess what? Why not? Let's just do it. Let's do it. Vegas money line plus 140, and I like the under 6. Under 6 here. Vegas and Calgary, I believe, will get under there. I could see a 3-2 game, maybe even an overtime game. We'll see what happens, but. Vegas here is my dog play of the night, and the under 6 Knights Flames, and there you have it. And last but not least, the Arizona Coyotes at the Vancouver Canucks. Over-under here is at 6. Vancouver minus 300 on the money line. Arizona plus 250 of the money line. 85% of the public money on Vancouver. It's unbelievable. 16, 14, and 5 at home for the Canucks. 21 and 15 covering the puck line at home. 3-5-2 in their last 10 with the overs. Arizona comes in 12, 21, and 1 on the road. 19 and 18 covering the puck line in their last 37 road games. 4, 4, and 2 in their last 10 with the overs. Vancouver opened up at minus 265. Now they're at minus 300. Obviously, everyone in the whole world right now on Vancouver tonight. Can't say I'm surprised. I'm really not. I like the puck line here, minus 1.5 at minus 120 or minus 125, whatever you get here. I think Vancouver should just absolutely, this should be a blowout tonight, honestly. I can see a 5-1 Vancouver win here. But I'm on the Canucks puck line, minus 1.5 goals. I like the, if I'm being honest here, these two teams trend under. I like the under in this game, under 6, but don't be surprised if it's a 5-1 game or if we end at a push. But I think Vancouver could easily score 4 here tonight. I really do. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But there you have it. Vancouver Canucks puck line minus 1.5 at minus 120 or minus 125. I like the under 6 as well between these two. But something to consider. If you're a Canucks fan, if you're a team total guy, the over 4, the team total over 4 is at plus 110. So if you think Vancouver can get 5 goals, it's a good bet. I would lean that way. At worst, you push at 4. Like I said, I could see a 4-1 sort of game, even 4-2. But I want to stick with that puck line at minus 1.5, and probably my favorite of this game is that puck line minus 1.5. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Under 6, Canucks puck line minus 1.5. And if you're a team total guy, over 4 at plus 110 seems pretty good as well. So 2 minutes left. Those that are on the air right now that want to come in, chat, let me know what your favorite bet is, what you want to talk about, whatever your favorite game is that you're considering betting on tonight that you need more analysis of. Let me know. I got 2 minutes with you guys. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going through what I have for tonight once again in this last minute or two that I have with you guys. But, Ottawa, Boston, we're going to go with the over there and first period over. Senators to cover the puck line at plus 1.5. They could absolutely do that. Blues, Sabres, I'm on the over here again, first period over. Sabres puck line cashed us out 2 nights ago at plus 150. Let's do it again as well. Capitals and the Leafs. I'm on the Leafs money line and the over. I'm on the Tampa Bay Lightning puck line, minus 1.5. I also like the under in this spot as well. Penguins money line as well. You can put that in there. Even the minus 1 I would consider. Under 5.5. Hurricanes puck line for tonight. Oilers money line and the over. Wild money line and the over. Chicago Blackhawks money line and the over. Avalanche money line over 5.5. Same game parlay at plus 100. This is a good spot here. Otherwise, I'm all on the overs as well. Vegas Golden Knights, my dog play of the night at plus 140 and the under 6. And then the Vancouver Canucks puck line minus 1.5. You can't get much better than that. And unfortunately, I'm out of time. Hope you all had fun. Let's cash some pucks tonight and have a great, great Thursday. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you guys again on Tuesday. Take care.